Good afternoon, Malaysia. Again, things to make you proud if you're Malaysian today. Some great things happening in Malaysia. The World Bank has come out today and said it admires Malaysia's resilience to the trends in the world, that economic downturns.
One of the world's most diverse cultures, incredible food, and beautiful, amazing, stunning landscapes. But there is something hidden deep within its history that very few people talk about.
Malaysia, food affordable, transportation affordable, healthcare, you don't even need to be rich to go to any clinic or hospital. In the US, you broke your arm, congratulations, you owe $20,000. In Malaysia, you
Indian, Chinese, the originality we have like Iban also and Kadazan coming from Sabah and Sarawak. Okay. So yeah, that's the most special thing ever in Malaysia compared to any other countries.
Thank you.
Ramai pelancong datang ke Malaysia dengan satu gambaran yang sama. Mereka fikir Malaysia hanya negara yang ada bangunan tinggi, pulau cantik dan makanan sedap. Mereka datang untuk bercuti, ambil gambar, kemudian pulang. Tetapi ada pelancong yang tinggal lebih lama di Malaysia. Dan bila mereka mula melihat kehidupan sebenar di sini, mereka mula sedar sesuatu. Malaysia bukan sekadar tempat untuk dilawati, tetapi tempat yang sangat mudah untuk dicintai. Dan ada beberapa perkara tentang kehidupan di Malaysia yang mereka langsung tak sangka sebelum mereka datang ke sini. Perkara pertama yang pelancong tak sangka adalah kos hidup di Malaysia. Bagi mereka, di negara mereka, makan di luar sangat mahal. Tetapi di Malaysia, dengan harga yang murah, mereka boleh makan makanan yang sedap setiap hari. Mereka terkejut kerana di Malaysia, makan di restoran atau gerai adalah perkara biasa, bukan sesuatu yang mewah. Disitulah mereka sedar, kehidupan di Malaysia sebenarnya sangat selesa, walaupun tidak semua orang di sini sedar tentang itu.
Know why Malaysia has become one of the most countries for investors in Southeast Asia over the past 80 years. It has transformed from an obscure and relatively poor country into a successful case of a middle-income nation with a diversified economy and robust growth. Unlike countries that rely on demographic dividends, Malaysia relies on long-term stable strategic advantages and institutional building. Its geographical location is its greatest asset. The Strait of Malacca connects the Indian Ocean and the South China Sea, through which about a quarter of global trade passes. Its working hours overlap with those of China and Singapore, while also covering key time slots in Europe and North America, resulting in very high business efficiency. Historically, Malaysia relied mainly on rubber and palm oil exports before gaining independence. After independence, it implemented a new economic policy, learning from the experience of the four Asian tigers to develop export-oriented industries, with textiles, electronics, and semiconductors being the pioneers, and the entry of foreign companies such as Mitsubishi, Toyota, Sony, Panasonic, and Renesas Electronics has gradually turned Malaysia into a semiconductor hub. Today, it boasts first-class infrastructure, complete roads, ports, and internet facilities. Coupled with a low cost of living and high convenience, attracting a large number of foreign talents and investments. In regional competition, Malaysia maintains healthy competition and cooperation with Indonesia, Vietnam, and Thailand. Where Vietnam attracts manufacturing with low-cost labor, Singapore attracts investment with its business environment. And Malaysia relies on strategic layout and geographical advantages. Whether it continues to prosper in the future will depend on internal reforms, innovative capabilities, and social governance. Middle-income countries have the opportunity to demonstrate influence in Southeast Asia and even Asia through institutional building, strategic layout, and investment attractiveness, but crossing the middle-income trap will still require continuous effort.
Mariam Mazamir, she's an 11-year-old girl in Malaysia. She found a use for a common food waste, seafood shells, and she makes those shells into a new, sustainable, healthy livestock feed. She's 11 years old. Yeah, in Malaysia. I can't wait to hear more about it when Nick Bernstein appears on her podcast, which is presumably just around the corner. She's already won 3 international awards for her breakthrough idea. Yeah, when I was a kid, I worked at a pizza place called Bella Pasta in High Wycombe in England, and I was so concerned about the levels of food waste that I would eat some of the leftover slices. Never got an award for it, though.
Executives at companies that make semiconductors are trying to keep up with relentless demand. They are seeking out manufacturing hubs to make the devices that power everything from generative AI to electric vehicles. And many are turning their eyes to one Southeast Asian country in particular. NHK World's Lim Ling Fong has the story.
3, 2, 1.
Executives from a top German semiconductor firm were in Malaysia this summer to celebrate the opening of a new plant. Their firm spent around $2 billion building it. They plan to produce chips for EVs and other high-tech products there. And they are not the only ones. Semiconductor firms from the US and Europe are pouring money into Malaysia.
Malaysia sekarang diakui sebagai destinasi medical tourism nomor 1 dunia. Bayangin aja, setiap tahun lebih dari 500.000 pasien dari luar negeri datang untuk berobat ke sana, terutama dari Asia. Kenapa bisa seramai itu? Karena fasilitas kesehatannya modern banget. Salah satu contohnya adalah Prince Court Medical Center yang terkenal karena layanannya mulai dari IVF sampai perawatan luka bakar. Kualitas medisnya tinggi, tapi biayanya justru jauh lebih terjangkau dibanding negara lain, misalnya Singapura.
Okay, so I'm going to show you in under 60 seconds why Malaysia is literally one of the greatest countries in the entire world. So behind me is a special night bazaar dedicated to Ramadan for the Muslim population to meet up during the Ramadan time and break their fast together. But in front of me is a Chinese temple, and if I keep walking like 100 meters further through these Chinese decorated streets, then I eventually end up in Little India. The entire street here is literally Indian textile and clothing shops. Here you have lots of Indian restaurants. And now I am at the other side of the Ramadan night bazaar, where if you walk further you can find an Indian temple. And now I just kept walking for 10 minutes further, and suddenly I'm literally in the biggest Chinese New Year celebration of the entire city. Chinese temples, Chinese milk tea and iced tea, Chinese hawker centers. All these 3 cultures are coexisting peacefully here, and it's like visiting 3 countries in one trip. And it's not freaking mental. If India is too much pollution and chaos for you, then you have Indian culture here. If China is too much language barrier and hassle for you, then you have Chinese culture here, and everyone literally speaks English. So if that doesn't convince you to come to Malaysia, then I don't know what will.
Pelancong juga tak sangka rakyat Malaysia sangat ramah. Kalau mereka sesat, ada sahaja orang yang sanggup tolong. Kalau mereka tak faham bahasa, ada sahaja yang cuba bantu. Mereka kata, di Malaysia, orang mudah senyum walaupun tidak kenal. Perkara kecil seperti senyuman dan pertolongan itu yang membuatkan mereka rasa selamat dan dialu-alukan di negara ini. Satu lagi perkara yang mereka sangat tak sangka adalah kehidupan masyarakat berbilang kaum di Malaysia. Melayu, Cina, India, Kadazan, Iban dan banyak lagi bangsa hidup bersama setiap hari. Mereka makan di tempat yang sama, bekerja di tempat yang sama, dan menyambut perayaan bersama. Bagi pelancong, ini sesuatu yang sangat jarang mereka lihat di banyak negara lain. Mereka kata Malaysia bukan hanya pelbagai kaum, tetapi pelbagai budaya yang hidup bersama.
Good afternoon, Malaysia. Again, things to make you proud if you're Malaysian today. Some great things happening in Malaysia. The World Bank has come out today and said it admires Malaysia's resilience to the trends in the world, that economic downturns. In Malaysia, the third quarter, 5.2% growth, less than 3% unemployment. Malaysia's doing really well for the World Bank to recognise. Intel have invested 780 million ringgit into Malaysia through the infrastructure in the next couple of years, bringing more jobs into the country. Something else that was interesting today, the search again for Malaysia 370 will resume next month, a deep water search. Credit to the Malaysian government for not giving up on this, to making sure that we get some answers after all these years. So lots of things about being proud to be Malaysia that we all need to give thanks to our wonderful country for today. Well done, Malaysia.
There's a fact about Malaysia that almost nobody knows. But once you know this fact, it will change the way you look at this country forever. I only discovered it after doing some research. You probably know Malaysia as one of the world's most diverse cultures, incredible food, and beautiful, amazing, stunning landscapes. But there is something hidden deep within its history that very few people talk about. Something that's had a massive impact, not just here in Malaysia, but across the world. What if I told you that Malaysia played a crucial role in the world of technology we use every day? There's one resource that became essential to the world's electronic industry, and it's right here in Malaysia, and it all started decades ago. It is not something that you hear about it in history books, but it literally changed the way we live today. And most people do not know that it actually came right here from Malaysia. Malaysia is one of the largest tin producers in the world. And back in the 20th century, this tin was crucial to develop semiconductors, which power nearly all of our modern devices. Without Malaysia's contribution, the tech industry, as we know it, might not exist today. That's the hidden story of Malaysia's role in shaping the modern world. So next time you use your phone or computer, remember, part of it started right here in Malaysia. It's an incredible piece of information, an incredible piece of history that often goes unnoticed, but it is something for all Malaysians to be proud of. Much love, Malaysia.
I still cannot believe how much lack of information people still have about Malaysia.
The household per capita income in Malaysia, $5,731 a year. A year. USA household income is $42,220.
In Malaysia, food affordable, transportation affordable, healthcare, you don't even need to be rich to go to any clinic or hospital. In the US, you broke your arm, congratulations, you owe $20,000. In Malaysia, you broke your arm, you go get treated, get the healthcare you need, then you go back home with the money for your dinner. You still have it. Next time you want to compare numbers, bro, compare lifestyle too. We are in 2025 already. I think everyone knows that now.
What's your name?
Hi, I'm Diana.
Diana?
Akmal.
Akmal. Yeah, Akmal. So those Akmal and Diana from Malaysia, of
Yes.
course, and Malaysian. And this is Malaysian dress?
Actually it's no.
Okay.
Yeah, just like a casual dress for the photo shoot.
Okay. Okay, I was gonna say this is how Malaysian people look. What make Malaysia is special than other country?
Okay, in my opinion, we have our own culture. For example, we have our own clothing like baju kebaya.
Yes.
And then baju kurung for the ladies and baju Melayu is for the gentlemen. Yeah.
Okay.
And then beside that, of course, we also known for our foods. Yeah, variety of foods coming from different states. Yeah. You should try. Have you tried nasi lemak?
Yes,
yeah,
I did try rice with chicken.
Yeah.
With eggs.
Yeah, correct.
Yes.
And it's coconut.
Summarize the most beautiful thing that you guys, people who knew through them.
Okay, probably due to our generosity, it's part of our culture. For Malay, I'm Malay, so we greet people like we shake their hand and then we kiss their hand. If we meet like older people, so it shows a respect from the youngsters to the adults.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. They greet you and they kiss your hand. Allah Mubarak. You guys are the best, man. If someone looking to come to Malaysia, tourists, visiting, what advice would you give them?
Definitely we will welcome anybody who's coming into Malaysia, and then we will show you the true Malaysian culture. Yeah, for example, the food, and you can see we have diversity cultures in Malaysia, coming from Malay, Indian, Chinese. The originality, we have like Iban also and Kadazan coming from Sabah and Sarawak.
Okay.
So yeah, that's the most special thing ever in Malaysia compared to any other countries.
Thank you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you for your...
Lepas beberapa lama tinggal di Malaysia, pelancong itu berkata sesuatu yang sangat menarik. Dia kata, Malaysia mungkin bukan negara paling kaya di dunia, tetapi Malaysia adalah antara negara yang paling senang untuk hidup. Senang makan, senang berkawan, senang berjalan, senang rasa seperti rumah sendiri. Kadang-kadang kita yang lahir di sini tidak nampak semua ini kerana kita sudah terbiasa. Tetapi pelancong yang datang dari jauh, mereka nampak bahawa kehidupan di Malaysia sebenarnya sangat berharga. Pelancong itu akhirnya berkata, Malaysia bukan negara yang membuatkan saya kagum pada hari pertama, tetapi Malaysia adalah negara yang membuatkan saya jatuh cinta sedikit demi sedikit setiap hari. Dan mungkin itulah Malaysia yang sebenar. Bukan yang kita nampak dalam gambar, tetapi yang kita rasa dalam kehidupan.
Arus story dari lensa dan cerita. Bukan sahaja dihayati, tapi dipelajari.